Hello, church. Big question. When are we going to be able to meet again in person on a Sunday morning? That is the question that is very understandably being asked increasingly. And so this is just to let you in on some of our thinking here. The short answer is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any insider knowledge that goes beyond what is announced to us all by the government. And of course, we're trying to plan for different scenarios, but it's really difficult to plan in detail because we don't know what is going to be announced and when, and which restrictions will be lifted and which will remain. And so I don't know when we're going to be able to meet on Sundays, but I think it's important to know that I strongly suspect that it may be quite some time yet. Now, something I think it's important for all of us to be aware of is that we will not be rushing back at the first opportunity. We will need to be cautious. We'll need to be within whatever the guidelines are at the time. And we will need to think through what kind of experience that it will be for those gathering to meet, because it could be an experience that is so far removed from how we would typically gather that it's simply not worth doing while certain restrictions remain. And I say that as someone who is really longing to meet together with all of you, to be able to worship together, to break bread together. Now, the other important factor here is that even when we are in a position to meet, there will, of course, still be some who can't because they're potentially vulnerable health-wise, and some who may feel uncomfortable with meeting for a whole range of reasons. And so we must maintain a high-quality online presence, both for those who can't meet in person, but also to continue to reach those outside the church who have been with us online, but who may never have come to a church meeting in our buildings. So we will always have that online presence from now on, even when we're in a position to meet again. And working out the transition from what we're currently doing to a hybrid of meeting in person and live streaming, that is no small thing to work out. And obviously we're going to be keeping this situation under constant review, but it is important for us to know and for me to tell you that a government announcement about places of worship, whenever that may come, will not automatically mean that we will resume meeting on Sunday mornings. Just because we can doesn't mean that we will. And our most likely first steps will be in exploring how small groups might be able to meet together and whether we can do anything in a small corporate midweek gathering while continuing with Sunday morning online. So I'm unable to give any conclusive answers, but I hope it's helpful just to hear a bit of our thinking on this so that we can all manage our expectations of what might happen as we all look forward to that day when we're able to meet again in a meaningful way. And church, I just want to say a massive thank you for how you've responded during this time, for how we've responded during this time. You're just a huge encouragement, and it's a blessing and a privilege to lead this amazing community. So keep your eyes fixed on Jesus, the author and perfecter of your faith. He will carry us through. He will lead us through this time. Bless you.